Hi, everybody. Welcome back to 30 Days Until Done. We're going to talk about something that's, again, it's not really a postable thing, I don't think. It's the question of, it's a big question, how do you know when your poem is finally done? How do you know when you've revised it enough? It's a hard thing to answer, and it's going to be personal. There are two very big problems here. The first, three problems. I just added another one. The first is not revising your poems enough. So that's kind of what has always been my problem, right? I get excited about the next poem and I move on too quickly, and so I keep a file that I know that I'm going to come back to, and I try not to publish too quickly. And I also do this by having a group that takes a look at a lot of what I do. Not everything I do, because I just write too much, but a lot of what I do they'll look at. The second problem is revising too much, and so that you're really this becomes a fear of failure or success, whichever one you're afraid of, and so you're just going over and over and say that's got to be perfect. It absolutely has to be perfect, and really you're just changing things back and forth, and you're not making any real progress on it. And the third is when you work with a group too much. And we used to have a term when I was at in my MFA program. We said, you know what, my poem's starting to stink of workshop. And that's too many voices, too many fingers, and it's like you've lost the magic of it. So you need to find a way to avoid all three of these things. And I think it's when there's a sharpness and a precision. That's when you stop. What do I mean by that? I mean there's a clarity to what you're saying, and you're kind of getting that oh moment, right? Stop monkeying with it at that point. If there's any part of the poem that's not leaving you a little bit breathless, revise that, and then come back and make sure that you're not monkeying with those parts that are leaving you breathless, right? So it's a matter of like, oh wow, this thing. I think number two is it's very, very, very important to have a writing group, and they can tell you when to keep going, when not to. And that's for a lot of reasons. The first and most important reasons is they keep you going and let you know that what you're doing is good work. They'll let you know that you're a professional too, because if you're not a professional, you're a hobbyist. And if you're a hobbyist, it's very, very easy for you to stop writing. If you're a hobbyist, you should prioritize things in front of your writing, right? You should prioritize your real career over your writing. But if you're not a hobbyist, if you're a professional, then it helps to keep you focused, right? You have people reminding you that you're a professional and what you're doing is good, right? And there's nothing wrong with being a hobbyist at all. That's writing is there to serve you, not the other way around. But it's very easy if what your secret dream is that you want to be professional, you have to treat it like you're a professional, and you have to do it all the time and work with people. Okay, so now what assignment can I give you for this? Oh no, I really don't know. Write a poem and revise a poem until it's done, and then don't go too far. So I'm not sure if there's anything to post today, but it's something to work on. I think you should work on. Maybe post on whatever it is that you work today, and that helps to keep you focused, to keep you going. And then post down below, and I will see you tomorrow on 30 Days Until Then.